Hello there, science heads. So, today's episode is about something you've probably heard about. It's called the Mandela Effect, and it's named after the 37th president of Cuba, Nelson Mandela. Basically, what it says is, anytime you remember something wrong, it's not your fault because you've crossed over into another dimension where what you thought was wrong is what you thought was right is wrong, and what you thought was wrong is right. And basically, this gives insane people like myself an excuse for being wrong, because we're not really wrong. There's just another universe where we're right. Did you think there was a Woody Allen film called 20 Things You Didn't Know About Sex? Actually, it's called Everything You Ever Wanted to Know About Sex. And that's the Mandela Effect in action. A Woody Allen movie that doesn't exist. When I was in whenever I used to drink Coca-Cola, the logo was different. It had a little curl on the C, a little more curl. I don't know exactly how to describe it, but it did. And then I looked at the new Coca-Cola logo and I thought, wow, just like the Coca-Cola company to change the C, and actually they hadn't. It was just the shift from the dimensions. You know, I bet you've never heard about this before, what with how the internet has lots of stupid people who peddle this nonsense. Have you heard about the bear people? They have a weird name. So dimension swap. And have you ever heard of you know how Hillary Clinton used to have just one L in her name? Now she has two. It's just like the smooth criminal that she is to change the spelling of her name. Or maybe it's a dimension, but knowing her, I think I haven't crossed over into a world where her name has two L's. I think she's done something deceitful, just like when she hid all those emails, like the smooth criminal that she is. So, the Mandela Effect is named after Nelson Mandela, the 34th President of the United States, who, as I said, some people think that he died in a plane crash with D.B. Cooper, who was trying to steal some money. But actually, he was off in Canada at the time, being the Prime Minister of Canada and whatnot, so he didn't actually die. But some people remember him as having died, which is really weird, right? Like a lot of people are stupid and remember things wrong, and they're not stupid. They've just switched universes to a universe where Nelson Mufasa did die, right? Here's the other thing. It's kind of interesting. Do you know that famous quote from Airplane, the movie, where he says, "Surely you can't be serious," and then the other guy says, "Don't call me Shirley." Well, actually, that's not how it went. It goes, "Surely you can't be serious about that," and then the other guy goes, "I am, and don't call me Shirley." See, the addition of "about that" and "I am" makes it a completely different quote, meaning that people who saw the old version of the quote are from a different universe than the people who have. And it's crazy. It's a crazy, conspiracy because see, it's not how you think. So, and it really unsettled me, because I used to think that the Toblerone package had 5 sides, but I looked at it and now it has 3. I always thought it had 5 sides, and it had caramel inside. It can't just be that I'm thinking of Carmelo. I remember Toblerones that had caramel inside. And what about like, there are so many examples of this. These few guys on one video, they say, we never heard of Victoria Falls, and I know all the waterfalls, so it can't be I've never heard of Victoria Falls. It's that the universes have switched. It's really scary. I'm scared because there's no such thing as a stable universe, and we keep switching from them back and forth to a universe where the children's bears have weird names. And then it's like, well, it's just it's a weird phenomenon. It's a weird phenomenon, and I don't like it. And did you know that? Remember the movie with the movie with Eddie Murphy, where he was a genie called remember how Eddie Murphy was the genie in Aladdin? Guess what? Eddie Murphy wasn't the genie in Aladdin. It was Shaquille O'Neal. Did you know this? I bet this is new to you. I bet you've never heard any of this before. Just very inventive things that the people on the internet choose to do with their time, you know. Make up theories about switching between universes where stuff is just slightly different. Not different enough to actually mean that anyone switched between a universe, but like a logo's a bit different, a word's a little different, something's a little off, movie quote's a little different, you know. And little by little they can undermine our sanity until we all believe that we've gone from one universe to another, and I don't feel safe with it, is what it is. The phone is ringing, but being as we are in the middle of an episode, I'm not going to answer it, because I know that you need to know the truth about the Mandela Effect. Yes, we all deserve to know the truth about the Mandela Effect. And do you know what's really causing the Mandela Effect? It's not what you'd think. It's not just random universe swapping. It's the left, is what it is. According to Dennis Prager, he says that the left is responsible for all the Mandela effects, where you switch between universes, because they've been working on a Stargate where you can go between a universe where there's Jif peanut butter and one where there's Jiffy peanut butter. And this is for some evil reason. Ooh, my gosh. You remember how in Silence of the Lambs, Hannibal Lecter says, fava beans? But actually, he never said that. He actually said, I don't know. Maybe he did say, I don't remember. I've never seen that movie. But I just know there's something weird about it, because there's a quote that they've said was his, but it's not, but it is. But anyway, all this dimension swapping is really weird. And you can look up more. There are countless examples on the internet from all kinds of people. It's Nelson Mandelin's greatest mystery is that we thought he died, but he didn't. And also, I always thought that, I thought Bob Dylan's guitar was red, but it's green. This other universe stuff really unsettles me. I don't really like it, but anywho. Yeah, this has been on the Mandela Effect. So stay prepared, stay out there, don't be scared, and I wonder if there are other versions of me in other universes. Anyway, Science 4.0 out here, tag and sub.